Guys, it's Ron Harris, MD Online Editor, here in Columbus, Ohio, chilling at the hotel. Nothing going on today, so I figured I'd get on and chat with you guys. So the big news, obviously, William Bonakit is not confirmed because neither William or his coach Abdullah Al-Otabi has said anything. But here it is, almost 6:30 at night on a Thursday. The show is Saturday morning. William is not in America, in the USA. Does not seem to be on his way. I'm hoping and praying for a miracle here because every show I want to see all the best people. Hey, Ron. I want to see everybody that's, supposed to do the show. Especially in his case, a two-time champ of the Arnold Classic and Olympia runner-up. That just adds to the, hey, what's up, man, Freddie? It just adds to the quality of the event. We still have a great show, whether or not William shows up. Well, Freddie, it's not confirmed, but my gut tells me he's not coming. I'm hearing travel issues. I'm hearing, there's always speculation, conspiracy theories. So he just started with a new coach, Abdullah, not that long ago, a couple months back, I think it was. And some people are saying he wants him to focus on, oh, no problem, John. Go Akim. Akim. Someone got mad because I said Akim by accident. I was talking too fast. Maybe he needs more time to get ready for the yo. Well, what I'm hearing from people, and this is not confirmed, it's just rumors, but it kind of makes sense, is Abdullah wants him to just focus on the Olympia. But, this was a show he could have won. Can he win the Olympia? Maybe. But to win the Olympia, he's got to get past Big Ramy. He's got to beat Big Ramy. What's that say? You'll never know the real reason. He's got to beat Hadi Choopan. He's got to beat Brandon Curry. Anything's possible, but come on, those three are no joke. Walker for the win, yeah, Freddie. I mean, it just increased everyone else's chances of winning. That's for damn sure. What's that say? Akim second. We don't know. Well, when they all come out Saturday morning, we'll know. It'll probably be fairly clear. Maybe not the winner, but Kuklo third, Walker first, Sergio fourth. Come on. Well, I would hope the Sergio fans expect him to win, and everyone's fans expect their guy to win. Ian in fifth. Damn, that's pretty low. I mean, but this is a hell of a lineup still. Yeah, Nick Walker, obviously a favorite. New York Pro champ. Akim Williams was sixth place at the Olympia. Nick's never beat any of these guys yet. Not to say he can't or won't, but he hasn't beaten them yet. Bonek beat Ramy. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's a tough lineup. Akim is no joke. Kuklo is no joke. Ian Valliere is no joke. Who am I forgetting? Am I leaving someone out? Akim Density and Grainy Monster. I mean, he's a big dude. He's huge. If he comes in peeled to the bone, Nick's a massive kid too. He's 27 years old. Sergio, I saw some pictures Jose Raymond shared with me, let me look at, of Sergio, because he's a good, they're mutual friends with Chris Aceto, and Sergio's looking crazy right now. Yeah, Sergio has improved. His back, I definitely saw improvements in his back, which was his chest and back were the two areas a couple of years ago. I was looking at him like, he really needs more front to back thickness. He's definitely brought up his chest a good amount. Back, his rear double bicep is much better now. Rear lat spread, I'd still like to see a little more. I'm always looking for more out of everybody. Max Charles, yeah, Max is in that. I don't know how Max fits into this, guys. I really don't. Dude, Nick Walker, Akim Williams, Steve Kuklo, Ian Valliere. It's crowded up there. It's crowded up top. Kuklo dried out from Texas. He's had another, what was that, 3 weeks ago? It's been a while. I'm sure he's had time to improve his condition. His condition was pretty damn good. Could have been a little bit sharper if you wanted to beat Ian. What can I take with test if I aromatize high and want it to gain size? This is not a steroid Q&A, but you would take an aromatase inhibitor, like Arimidex, Aromacin, something like that, obviously. I think he lost like 4 or 7 pounds. Yeah. Why does Ron look bigger than the guys he does interviews? Yeah, Freddie, I'm insecure at heart, like most bodybuilders. I'm so much smaller than these guys. I have to try to do my best to at least look like I'm not a little scarecrow. They make me look like I don't. I'm 222, 24 pounds, lean at 5'7.5", pretty lean. But these guys are like another species. They're huge. They are so big, dude. Like if you ever stand next to Rami or Akeem or Sergio, any of these guys who are Nick Walker, they're so thick, so dense and massive. Get a Nick Walker interview, yeah. Good, don't worry about it, bro. Jose and I had this argument on our preview about how tall Nick is. I think Nick's, if I'm 5'7.5" now, I used to be 5'8.25" in my younger years. I think he's about 5'7". I think I'll give Nick 5'7". Yeah. Ron is jacked. Yeah, I know how to angle myself, man. I've been taking pictures for, 5'7". I've been taking pictures for so many years. Finals are Saturday night at 7 p.m. SEO for Ron. Yeah, Freddie, I'm so against synthol and SEO. I'm like the prime candidate for it because my arms have always been so much behind everything else. But I just didn't want to do it. I still don't want to do it. I just turned 52. Thanks for your birthday wishes, everyone who did gave me those on Facebook and Instagram and everything. But yeah, I don't want to put a bunch of oil on my arms. I just don't. I mean, it's not that important to me to have like the best physique in the world. Obviously, I would never have the best physique in the world. Obviously. Do the math. All bodybuilders add 1 inch to their height. See, why would you want to make yourself seem taller as a bodybuilder? Because then if you give your height and weight, wouldn't it be more impressive if you're like 5'7" and 250 versus 5'9" and 250? That's just the way I look at it. But, in this world, men are judged on their height. So I could see why a lot of men do inflate their height. I'm sure they do that on dating apps. You want to look as wide as a barn. Yeah. To look as wide as a barn, you have to first be born with clavicles this wide. Let's say looking for over 60 classic. Oh, I thought you were making fun of me. Hey, Ryan, just left. Your last comment. I don't have I don't have my computer here. I'm just doing this on the phone. So your comments are up for like a second and then they dissolve. So the last one that was like that big, it's gone. Terminator, is that what he says? We're going to walk around live streaming with a phone cam. Well, we can't stream the event. The event is going to be free on Arnold Sports Festival. Is that the ArnoldClassic.com? Arnold Sports Festival? The official Arnold, looking for a 60 classic physique. Over 60 classic physique in SoCal. Yeah, I'm doing the Masters. I'm doing North American over 50 heavyweight next year. Gentleman just asked about a website for over 60 classic in SoCal. Go to npcnewsonline.com. I assume you're asking about the NPC. I don't know all the natural websites. And there's links to different states and regions, and they have their listings for contests. I doubt they have next year's events posted yet. Usually they don't post those until like January, early January. Yeah. Yeah, so npcnewsonline.com. They have schedules for all the shows, rules, all that good stuff, contest coverage. But that's where you can find out where the shows are to find one. You shouldn't have any problem. I don't know, I don't know how many shows have over 60, but I imagine I'm sure a few of them must. There's so many shows in California now. There always were, but I mean, you should have no problem finding a good one. Freddie, Ian will be holding a film of water due to the PED drama? No, I don't think so. I just saw him and Melissa in the lobby about an hour ago. Ian's a pro, man. Ian, what's to say? Conditions are important in the future to the case of deaths. Condition will never be less important. Maybe they could pull that off in like a women's division, like bikini or figure. You can't tell open bodybuilders and 212 bodybuilders don't come in as ripped, because anyone that doesn't come in as ripped, they're going to lose to someone who does come in more ripped. Have you ever met a bodybuilder who turned pro and started training in his early 30s? Oh, yeah. Don Youngblood, the late Don Youngblood. Sorry to start it that way. Don, I don't believe, started training until he was like 34. Vince Taylor, who was and Don went on to win the Masters Olympia. He passed away, unfortunately, not long after that. Nick Walker should win Arnold Classic. He's more bigger than before. Just downtown Columbus. Most bodybuilders are. Is Nick Walker the new Rolly Winkler? I don't know. He's massive. He's thick as shit, that kid. Man, he is big. Diuretics for an issue, and Andreas Munzer Day is not going away. Ian said he was on SSRIs, so like a antidepressant or a mood elevator. I mean, geez, half the USA is on like Prozac or Wellbutrin or something. So I don't think there's any shame in that. No, I was saying with Ian, we did an interview. Geez, was it like a week? We did the interview literally about an hour before that whole news story broke, and he was very well composed. Seemed fine to me. So I don't think he's letting whatever's going on with that affect his prep. I mean, if you see PTUOR, that's Patrick Tuor's Instagram. Ian posts a lot too, but Patrick posts more pictures of his clients, and Ian he's been looking like bone dry for quite a while. I don't, film of water, no, I don't think he holds water. Since what happened in Tampa last year, he went on. Oh, come on, Freddie. You mean when he lost to Hunter? I mean, he came back and won the New York Pro 3 weeks later. Don't anabolics have an antidepressant effect? What do I think of Proviron? I think it's great. I backed off. I was doing 50 milligrams a day of Proviron for about a year, and I backed it down to 25 because I was concerned about little hair thinning I have back here, which is genetic. I've said it. Every male in my family, I have 4 brothers. They all have the same bald spot. Their dad, 2 different dads, and both the dads had the same bald spot. So I think I was doomed. And ironically, I have more hair than any of my brothers, all 5 of us, and I'm the only one who's a juice head. My younger brother's 3 years younger than me, and he has a lot less hair than me. His is receded up to here in this area, and his bald spot is definitely more pronounced. And he's never used a steroid. He's never seen a steroid in his life. My younger brother, Steve. Like my water bottle, that's my daughter, Groove Baby, with 2 Ys. She's on Instagram, she's a DJ. That's what Ian said. It helped him, he said. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about Proviron or the antidepressants? Yeah, I mean, there's no shame in that stuff anymore. This is what magazine favorite Red Con 1 Total War flavor. Oh, man. God, they have so many flavors. To me, they all taste kind of similar, and I don't even care. I mix it with Total War and Big Noise. I mix so many freaking flavors of these things. It's like all one mishmash of artificial sweeteners. I don't even know what I'm drinking flavor-wise. It's just all sweet, tangy, tart. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little more picky with the protein powders because obviously those are something you're supposed to savor and enjoy. I like the blueberry cobbler isotope from Redcon. I mix up that with like the strawberry cluster bomb. That's my post-workout shake. I have a little cereal with that too. How's it going, man? It's going good. Gregorio, going good. Yeah, Monday I'm excited too. I get back and I have to. We're gonna do a feature on Vlad Sukhorochko. I'm excited about that. Never talked to him before. Am I flying Olympia this year? Yeah, definitely. What's your take on Dwayne Johnson's physique? Pretty incredible, right? Definitely HGH. I don't know what Dwayne uses or doesn't use. If I had to guess, Derek makes videos all about that shit. Do I tan? Real tan. I tan on my deck. We have an awesome deck in the back of my house. Costs a lot of damn money. So I take full advantage of that. I'm out there, from like sometimes April all the way to October. I'll eat with my shirt off and shorts. So I'm a lot more tan from the front than I am from the back. I face the sun, but yeah. Dwayne Johnson. Derek for More Plates, More Dates has probably done several videos on him. What is my creatine kinase levels on blood work? I will let you know. I'm getting some more blood work done next month. I'll probably do a blood work review, unless it's horrible. Then I'll try to keep it a secret, right? Akim Williams. Larry Wheels done. Yeah, I heard he retired. Any more interviews? Oh, just the Dwayne Johnson thing. If I was a gambling man, I'd say, yeah, he's on gear and GH. He's very full, very veiny, very hard looking. Awesome genetics, but you don't get that look naturally. I mean, the guy's 6'4", like 275 lean, shape and structure. He'd be a horrible bodybuilder, competitive bodybuilder, but damn, he's freaking impressive. Just walking around and in the movies, looks great, Dwayne. Yeah, but enhanced, yeah, I would bet money he's on, I doubt he has to use much. That's just my guess. Sergio or Steve, who places higher? Well, last March, we were here in Columbus, and Sergio was 5th and Steve was 4th. They were very, very close. They both have a lot of the same strengths. They're both very tall, very wide. It's down to Columbus, Ohio. Are you interested between Nick Walker standing next to another bigger bodybuilder? I'm a tier operator for Redcon. It's Ron, RON 20. Thank you. Thank you for asking. RON 20. Oh, I missed that one that just said, am I the only one? Yeah, usually I do these and I have I put the phone in front of my computer. So I'm going live and then I can read the live chat and I get I'm able to answer all your questions. What's that say? Classic? 6'7". Oh, Lord. Anyone that big? There's got to be somebody. Yeah, any division with height classes, if you're that tall, like 6'7", you're at a massive advantage because how many guys are that tall that are competing in men's physique, class physique, which both have height classes? You'd be like you'd probably be the only one in your class, so maybe there'd be one other guy. Am I taller? I'm a little taller than Nick. I'm probably like a half inch taller than Nick. And he's like 10 times. I'm sure Nick takes dumps bigger than me. So, because he was like 250 when he won New York Pro, ripped 250. He's probably put on a little bit of muscle since then, I'm guessing. What the hell are we talking about? God, I'm all over the place. What were we talking about? Anybody remember? Oh, 6'7", yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know people, a couple guys who are very, very tall, 6'5", 6'6", and when they compete, they're like the only one in their class. Secret for ab development for working professional. Oh God, dude, I'm gonna lose all that. That's all gone. Sorry. Yeah, so just to say, anything with a height class like that, if at the national level, there's going to be very few people that tall. Most guys who compete are between 5'7" and 5'10". That's like average height for competitors. So those height classes are packed. It goes like A is the shortest class, and it'll go all the way up to, I think I've seen H, maybe even I, A, B, C, D, like under 5'2", then 5'2" to 5'4", 5'4" to 5'6". They have all these different height classes. So you're at a massive advantage as an amateur if you want to turn pro, because I think in all those divisions, everyone at the nationals turns pro. You'd probably be the only one that shows up that's in your class. Me do classic? Well, I can't. I would have to weigh in at 182 pounds for classic in the NPC, and I'm like I said, I'm over 220 now. I'm like 222 to 224. If I was to diet down, my best guess at my weight, in great shape with the glutes in and everything, 205 to 210. 210 might be a stretch, but 205, 208, I bet, something like that, which is still way over 182. For me to go down to 182, and I'm not saying it couldn't be done. Obviously, anybody can starve themselves and get down to weight if they really, really wanted to, but I would look horrible. I mean, when I go down to I went down to 201 for my last show. I was 205 at the Team U Masters in 2013. 1 week later, was it 1 week or 2 weeks? It's 2 weeks later, I went to Pittsburgh. Yeah, 2 weeks later for Pittsburgh, I weighed in 201, and I was just flat, stringy. Yeah, so I can imagine 182, I would look like, yikes, flaco, as all my Spanish friends would say. Flaco, I'd be skinny. It wouldn't be a good look. I need all the size I can get. I don't have that much to begin with, so to give up, intentionally lose a bunch of muscle, for me, it'd be a bad look. I missed the question from Indy about the abs, but I'm sorry, guys. We're talking about the Arnold and stuff now. Akim winning the Arnold, or Nick, or Ian? Yeah, man. What about Kuklo? Good genetics just shows, nah. GH15, yeah. Hope Bonak won't have issue for the O. I don't think he will. He's been in Abu Dhabi I'm only going by the Instagram post, but it won't be the same without Bonak. It looks like he's been there for a couple weeks already. So I don't understand why he can't get here. Why he's not being allowed to fly. I don't know. Yeah, it would be a string being at 182, Freddie. It would be, oh, yikes. I would hate, the last time I was that light, 182, was 1994? Yeah, no, 1995. Yeah, I did a show called The Ironman Naturally out in Redondo Beach, California. Took second place in the light heavies, and I was only 181. I weighed in at 181. So 1995 was the last time I was that light. I have no intentions of going. And I was lifetime natural at that time. I was on creatine. That was it. Will Akeem hit the mark? You never know with any of these guys, You're east of Cincinnati. Anything can happen with the physiques. Things change so fast. Sometimes you'll see these guys looking awesome in their hotel room like a day or two before. They get to the stage and it's, what the F happened, dude? And I've seen it the other way too. I've seen guys look like waterlogged, soft, like a week out from the show, and then you get to the show and that's more rare. Usually it's people look worse. I'm going to LMAF Walker takes the Arnold now? Oh, why? I thought you'd be shirtless. No, man, come on. I don't do that to you guys. I know I wear a tank top a lot of times when I do this at home, but that's the room I do, my office where I do all my work and my videos and all that. It's the hottest room in my damn house. We have central air conditioning in my house, but it doesn't, the vents are blocked or something. It doesn't work well in my office. My office from like May to September is freaking hot. If it's 80 degrees outside, it'll be like 90 in my stupid office. So I have a fan on most of the time. I turn it off when I do the videos because you don't want to hear the damn fan. Where can I watch the show? So I believe it's ArnoldSportsFestival.com is where you can watch the live stream. We're going to be doing commentary and putting up pictures on musculardevelopment.com on the No Bull Forum. We'll be doing play-by-play. I sit there in the front and I upload pictures constantly. And, the team, the MD team helps me because I wouldn't be able to post those that quickly. We have a whole team for show coverage that does that. It's a few very dedicated people. But, yeah, I believe it's ArnoldSportsFestival.com is where the stream will be. What's the best supplement for natural energy? I mean, caffeine is a drug, but it's natural. It comes from a coffee bean. All the energy supplements have your face or YouTube feed. Great white shark teeth. I have tiny teeth. What are you talking about? Tiny jacked up teeth. How people attend night show this weekend since no expo? Well, Freddie, I mean, yeah, last year they didn't. Thanks. Watch. I did a preview with Giles that posted today, and I did one with Jose Raymond that posted a couple days ago. They're both very different. Giles and Jose have very different takes on the competitors and all that. So watch them both. So last year there was no audience allowed at the judging. Last year Arnold last year was the first weekend of March, like it usually has been since the event started in '89, and the whole thing almost got shut down at the last minute. The governor of Ohio and the mayor of Columbus. They were able to come in and tell the Arnold promoters, you can't have the expo, which was nuts because everything was already set up, 600 booths or something. Usually 100,000 people go through that over the course of the weekend. So they shut that down. And then they said, well, you can't have an audience. You can't have an audience at the contest either. And they're like, well, somehow they were able to negotiate having audiences at the finals for Friday night and Saturday night, which was really strange. Word on the street that William Bonakit lost a kidney? No, I don't believe what's going on with William has anything to do with his health. Some people are saying, oh, he's got gyno, that. Whatever. It's got nothing to do with that. It's either travel issues, most likely, or maybe his coach just wants him to focus on the Olympia. I don't know, because they haven't said anything yet. They have not posted anything. So, that's why when I did my video, Bonakit out of the Arnold, I put a question mark because it's not confirmed. And it's still not confirmed. It's not. Bonakit has not said anything publicly. Abdullah, his coach, hasn't said anything. It's all people. I've heard from other people that Abdullah said he's out, but Abdullah himself has not said anything. And I didn't message him. I messaged Bonakit, and he said we're not sure yet. So, yeah. East Boston here, yeah. East Boston is like near the airport. Abdullah posted on Snapchat. He confirmed it. Well, I don't have Snapchat. Why is he doing that? Why doesn't he use Instagram? Snapchat, it's like for kids, isn't it? I know, it's showing my age here, but Snapchat's like, it's like my kids. I think they don't even use that anymore. They're 27 and almost 22. I thought I read where some bodybuilders would drink coffee and vodka before the show to dry out. That was just Kevin Levrone. Oral trend a few times. I lost the oral trend question. The wrestler, Abdullah the Butcher. No, Abdullah Al-Otabi. Young guy, very accomplished trainer. He was Big Rami's trainer, coach, up until last year when Rami made the move to Chad Nichols. but he still coaches a ton of the guys in that Oxygen Gym Kuwait. Why is Rolly not competing? Rolly never said why either, man. I mean, he's just off the list. I can't imagine in Rolly's case it wasn't a travel issue because Rolly, he was here. He knows what he has to do to get to the U.S. He was here for the Chicago Pro. Seeing Snapchat, his coach said he was out. Yeah, okay, well, thank you for confirming that, Freddie. I don't even have Snapchat on my phone. I don't know how to use it. I don't really know what it is. It's pictures, videos that disappear. Did I dream about Rolly being out? And I think Akeem won't be able to peak for both the Arnold and the Olympia. I don't know. Got Trent. I don't want one of those shirts. Can you still put on muscle at 47? Cape Verde. Well, depends. If you've been training since you were like 14 and you've already used anabolics, no. If you either just started training fairly recently or you're just starting anabolics for the first time at age 47, in those cases, sure, you can still put on muscle. If you're, like I'm 52, there's not much more muscle I can put on. I started training in 1983 when I was 14. Started anabolics at the very end of 96. And I took some time off in the years after that, but mostly since then I've been on and off. Strength and Power posted the video. Yeah, so Nick has Snapchat. He's a young dude. Okay, so it's confirmed. He's out. That sucks, but it's kind of what we all saw happening. Speculation for him coming second to the Spain show, not needing to be in Arnold's, made sense for him to miss. Yeah, but he could have won. He could have won this if he had been a little better than he was at the Spain show. I mean, this is not a show that's out of his league to win. Is Rolly realistically going to beat Big Ramy, Hadi Chupan, Brandon Curry? I don't know. I mean, my gut says good luck, dude. I mean, all three of them are looking crazy right now. Abdullah is also Brandon Curry's coach. Hadi, of course, working with Hadi Chupan. DECA long-term is a guaranteed recipe for bad health. No, nothing's a guaranteed recipe for bad health. It's, you have to stay on top of your blood work. You need to get, heart scans like ultrasound, calcium score. By most people's definitions, I should be dead by now, or at least in very poor health, based on what I've done with gear and stuff. But I'm very fortunate. My body's very resilient. Knock on, what is this, linoleum, granite? I don't know what, and there's some wood over here I'm going to knock on. No, nothing's guaranteed. Some people will just have poor luck. Some people, it'll only take a couple of years of steroid use to give them very serious health problems that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. Other people can juice for 20, 30 years. And like me, I'm still ticking. It's been 20 years. I didn't see the guest post. Thoughts about oral trend. I didn't even know there was an oral trend. Ramy's in good hands with Chad and Dennis James. Yeah, he's going to be Olympia for years to come. Maybe. He's definitely got a great team now. No doubt. He's, I think the hands-on stuff with Dennis James helps him a lot too. Automatically favorite to win. What's up, Roy? News on Williams' status. Well, Gregory, we just got it confirmed that Abdullah posted on Snapchat, an app that I don't have. I've never seen Snap. I think I've seen Snapchat on my kid's phone once, and they took the phone away real quick. Yeah, it's confirmed. Abdullah apparently posted on Snapchat. Anyone know if he gave a reason? What was the reason? I'm curious. I guess, did Nick Strength and Power already make a video? He probably already did. But that doesn't mean it's the real reason. Athletes make a lot of money with Expo, but with Arnold, there will be no Expo. Any compensation arrangements made by Arnold Classic? I think Hadi is overrated. He's a midget. I don't like that word, midget. Not a nice word, guy. Will the winner of the Arnold be top 4 at the O? Do I own a Rolex? No, this is a tag. Just a tag. Just a humble tag. However, I don't even know how you say it. Anavar that brittles down when you cut it. Possible fake? Usually it's faked as Winstrol. I don't think you can go by the quality of the pill, the oral pill. I've seen some pills that are very soft and dissolve in your mouth within a few seconds. I've seen others, these orals by LWP, Live Well Pharmaceuticals, that I put those on my tongue, and it takes like 40 minutes for that frickin' thing to dissolve. They're packed so tight like a rock. Yeah, Gregory, I bet he's going to the Olympia. I don't know if I necessarily buy that it was a travel issue, because these people, they have athletes going to these shows all the time. They know where they need to be, when they need to be there, what they know the rules. I know this COVID is confusing and everything, but they handle that. They look into that if they're smart, and most of them are smart. They're not going to risk. Bonak could have won this thing. The actual make top six. Yeah, I like Nathan's physique a lot. I think he could definitely be top six. He's been seventh. He's been very, very close to top six. So yeah, why not? 9 days ago, done started 0 less than 60 days ago. We changed management ready. Yeah, I mean, I hope Nathan gets here. I hope everyone gets here. I hate for people to drop. It's bad enough when they drop out because of injury or whatever, but to not be in the show because you didn't quarantine long enough, or you didn't. I know it's a bunch of stupid rules about how to get into the U.S. at this point, but unfortunately, it is what it is, and you have to abide by those rules, or they're not going to let you in. So you got to do what they want you to do. Can Ian win? Sure. What year and model Audi do you have? So it's an A5 Sport, and I got it a little before the 2020 Arnold. It's February. So is it a 2020, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a car guy. People start talking about cars, engines and all that, and like it goes over my head. My eyes glaze over. I'm just not. You talk to me about horror movies and shit like that all day long, and I'll be like on the edge of my seat. But talking about like cars and engines, and like ugh. Stupid rules. You see Australia now? Oh, I bet. I mean, I know a lot of countries it's harder to get into. Some countries it's almost impossible to get into or to leave. So, I don't know where the U.S. falls into that as far as are we that much harder to get into than a lot of other places? I don't know. But if you're planning on competing at the Arnold Classic or the Olympia, which are in the United States, and you're in Middle East or Europe or wherever you are, you need to figure out where you need to be, what country you need to be at for 2 weeks before, if your country's on the banned list or whatever. You just have to follow the procedures because they're in control. They're in control of who they let in. Top 5 for Classic. Oh, man. In no particular order, okay? I need to see how these guys look. I got Terrence Ruffin, Alex Cambronero, Brian Jones, Courage Opara, Logan Franklin. Who did I leave out? Did I leave some great people out? If I did, my bad. I don't have the list in front of me. Usually I have the list in front of me when I'm trying to make these bold predictions. Love the Friday the 13th movies. Yeah, Rough Diesel, Brian Jones for the win. I was more of a Halloween, Michael Myers guy. Granny James Hollingshead maybe making top 6. Yeah, absolutely. I want to tell you, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Nicole. You have my respect. What do you think about Nick? I don't know where you thought you want Nick to make top what at the O. Nick, I think Nick could be as high theoretically as 5th place at the Olympia, and that would be awesome for him. Bodybuilding Mount Rushmore. Oh, Robert Timms. Oh, that's at the Olympia, but Robert's not in the Arnold. Timms is very good. With Robert, his upper body is phenomenal. His legs, not quite, but I don't know if maybe that's the direction they want to go in now. I don't know. New Halloween film, yeah, Halloween Kills is coming out. How long does it take to start feeling the benefits of Proviron? It's a pill. You should start feeling it within 2 or 3 days. Better mood, sex drive. Those are the 2 things you'll probably notice. Better sex drive is really not something most men want or need, unless, it's criticized vain. But, unless you're a porn star, why do you need a better sex? Or you have like 5, maybe you have a rotation. You're a Chad or a Tyrone. You have a rotation of 10 girls that you visit throughout the week for sexy fun time. Maybe then a better sex drive will come in. But in that case, you probably already have a monster sex drive and you don't need any pills or anything, right? I love how we just start talking about stupid shit here. What do we got? Finasteride problems. Yeah, like I said, my hair's thinning in the same spot where all the guys in my family, and I don't want to use finasteride. I hear the side effects. I guess the sexual side effects. I don't want to. I'm doing fine in that area now, and I don't want to not be doing fine. I don't want to have to start resorting to other medications to make up for what the finasteride is doing to me. What will Ron be for Halloween? I didn't do it. I didn't dress up last year. I don't think I'm gonna dress up this year. And all pills you want to go under the tongue. We talk about this on the Dr. T. Tuliato show. Ask Dr. T every time. You get better absorption under the tongue because we have a gland under there, the buccal gland, so it bypasses some of the digestion. Where if you swallowed it, you lose something like 60% of the drug. Become Jewish and wear the beanie to cover the spot. Oh, that's a racist joke. Someone just said something about Bonak and it disappeared so fast I couldn't see it. Can you type that again about Bonak? Yeah, I mean, I obviously if I was going bald, a lot of guys just put a hat. I don't like the way I look in hats. I really don't. Yeah, I mean, some people look good in hats. I don't think I look good in hats. Just, not everybody does. So I don't want to have to go there. Okay, all the comments about Nick's varicose veins and beauty contest. Oh, yeah, some guys have crazy varicose veins. Even vascular. Some people think, veins are an indicator of condition. How Bonak's, everyone just moved up a spot without Bonak there. That's for sure. Yeah, a lot of people mistake vascularity for condition. I've seen people who are way out of shape, but their veins are very big and they're very close to the skin. So they might have barely any abs showing, but crazy veins like all over here. So they're not in shape. They just have a lot of big veins. I'm not overlooking Sergio. Yeah, Peter Molnar. You know what? I knew I forgot somebody. Peter Molnar is very good. He's from Hungary, right? Very good. He's most likely going to be in the top 5, if not better than that. He might win. Who knows? The forced bloated veins look terrible. Nobody can control. Your veins are a very genetic thing. Some people have squiggly veins. Paul Dillette had those. I have a friend, Matt Puglia, competes at the national level. He's probably done like 30 national shows by now. Very, very consistent competitor at shows like Masters Nationals and Masters North American. He's got so many squiggly. His chest and shoulders just a mass of veins. It's crazy. Shane Branch Chen didn't compete to get into the O this year. I don't know who Branch is. I know that I've heard the name. The squiggly spider veins look like crap. Good movie, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Oh, that was a crappy movie. That was a crappy old schlock movie. Wow, so many mixed thoughts on PEDs for females. It was a blessed place was your star. Oh, God. Any PED questions you have, guys, go to this channel. There is a video series I do. It comes out every Tuesday morning. It's called Ask Dr. Testosterone. I do it with Dr. George Tuliatos from Greece. He knows a lot more about PEDs. He's a medical doctor. He's a champion bodybuilder from Greece. Won a couple big titles over there. He knows all about PEDs for men and women. So please leave any detailed question about that because I'm not an expert. I'm not. I know a little bit. I know more than probably the average person, but I'm not an expert on PEDs. Nick's upper body overpowers the lower body. I got training. I saw you shredding the thumbnail the other day. Oh, thanks, Alex. I'm glad I was able to inspire you. I don't think Nick Walker's legs are weak at all. I don't see that. See you soon, hey Roger Lockridge. I mean, I would if I thought so. I wouldn't be afraid to say it. Believe me, but I don't think his legs. Because I call people out on weak legs all the time. You doing your research on Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, PEDs? No, why would I do that? Baseball players. Why would I care? I don't even know what research you mean. Yeah. They were, big baseball player dudes. So, yeah, sometimes some of your questions, I don't understand them, so I'm sorry if I don't answer them because I don't know what you wanted. I don't know what you're asking. Wow, it's 7 o'clock already. Anything to take to lose belly fat? What steroids they took? They never. I don't think they ever. I believe Vegas will come back to Olympia next year. I don't think any of those baseball players ever openly admitted to steroid use. They certainly didn't say what they were taking. I'm not going to speculate. That's what Derek does. Nick, more plates, more dates. Most of his videos on his channels are speculating what celebrities, famous athletes, what steroids they take. And you guys eat that shit up. How does Nick do with 5 years of maturity to his muscles? Rami does not look smaller than last year. He was like 320 pounds a couple weeks ago. He's not smaller at all. No. Was there another question? I'm sorry. Your questions come so fast and they like disappear. I can't see them in time. I guess I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Yeah, I've been blabbing for a while. So, yeah, MD is going to be doing coverage. We'll be doing interviews tomorrow that we'll get up on this channel with some of the athletes. The show doesn't start till Saturday morning at 10. I'm going to see the band Kiss. You're going to see them? Do any bodybuilders that had shoulder replacements and able to train afterwards? Nope. I got to go. I need a shoulder replacement. I've needed one for years, and I don't want to get it. I know it brings you out of pain, but I've never spoken to anyone that had a shoulder replacement and was able to go back to training heavy. That's the only reason I would get it. The pain I can deal with. It's not excruciating. It hurts for a couple days after I do chest and shoulders, but it's not excruciating. I can live with it. Yeah. All right, guys. I don't know where they're going to place. We'll find out when they get to the stage Saturday, 10 a.m. for judging. That's 4 divisions. We got men's bodybuilding, classic physique, women's fitness, and women's bikini. Just 4 divisions. How to Chupan. Yeah. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.